So let's go and find that. Oh, I can just go in through friends courses, surely. Springbrook. There we are. So, Joe, this is the one where you tell me if there's any like specifics that I need to do in terms of bits of info that matter. Any teas that I have to use, any conditions in particular, key design features. I mean, I will probably work those out. Intended difficulty. Real life courses I know, it's your like Huntergoon one. And any required elements. Yeah, sorry, Springfield, you know what I mean. So yeah, do you need me to play any particular conditions, or is it just as is? Simpsons intro. And I assume it's back tees. All as is. Beautiful. That's what we like. What are the required elements? What are we working towards? Well, we're looking at... I can tell it's under 6,900, which is great, so we'll start with that. Let's go pin 2 again. Why not? Any pin. Back tees. Beautiful. Oh, I can't wait for this one. I've seen this one coming together a little bit on stream. So Joe's courses are... You kind of know what you're going to get. You're going to get a course that will play outstandingly. Immediately, the thing I notice is that the planting is really cool. I like a little bit of detail like that fence line coming in through there is great. The autumny sort of feel, but in countryside, I think. Are we in countryside? Yeah, we must be, looking back here. I mean, we've moved a long way from the single species of tree of Charleston Hall. Hello, Pithy. 5 par 3s, 4 greens, 200-yard radius. Template hole 8th. Just the one template hole this time. I mean, having seen your screenshot, this is what I want from a course. Like, I do really appreciate all the flashy planting and stuff, but this just looks really cool. So where are our 4 greens? Let's find those. We'll work from that. Is it up here? Yeah, it's around here, isn't it? So we got a silly Biarritz. Perfect. Check. Punch bowl, possibly. Check. Alps. Check. And... oh, not sure on this. Oh, your Huntercoombe. Of course it is. 2 Biarritz. Of course there are. Hey, Matt. So yeah, I mean, I feel like with a Joe course, you know what you're going to get. It's going to be super clean, really well done. The golf is going to be pretty much phenomenal. I'm not going to have anything to say on technical, almost certainly. The planting is usually the thing that lets him down. And that's not really because he can't do it, it's just because he doesn't care enough to work on that, and it's not what he likes doing. But I like the look on this one. Please tell me these are just yardage markers, good, and not out of bounds on the side of each fairway. Excellent. Okay, so straight off we've got a narrows, I would say. And funky green. Oof. And with this, oh, why have I chosen this wind direction? A little bit of camber. I might like to see a tiny bit at the base of the sand on the left, but I'm okay with it. You can tell by the textures where it's changing and where the bunker is. See if we can take it over that. Oh, we could, but we're in, well, it's not a good start. I like that for this pin I have generated an angle, I've just got 0 shot. Well, it really, like, is this not going to hit a tree? That's sort of a punch. Oh, I don't know what Jeff is moaning about, that's fine. Doesn't get... So yeah, this is sort of based on Meadowbrook, sort of Huntercoombe, and I don't know. I'm not really too fussed about how faithful it is, to be honest. I'm just looking forward to a fun round. Absolutely pithy. Over the mound. Easy birdie. Okay, great first hole. So, this is interesting. So fairway falling off pretty dramatically either side. Angle. Oh, I'm in for another tough round, aren't I? Bunkering's really well placed. Depending on wind, I can tell that that one's going to come into play. These two depend on how. Yeah, oh, this just isn't going to go well, is it? Hogsback? Feels a little bit Hogsbacky. I mean, the greens are, I feel, are very different to normal Joe greens. When I think of a Joe Golfer G green, I kind of think of one pretty consistent slope or clear tiers. There's a lot more internal contouring on these, which I'm a big fan of. The little neighbourhood area is done really well. That's very cool. My goodness, we've got Joe planting. Texture works great. And actually now I'm seeing more of the bunkers. I'm completely okay with not having seen the base of the sand on the previous hole. Yeah, I know. Get you. Love the decision to go with no fringe. It just creates a really clean look. Go on, let's hold another silly putt. Oh, we might as well. Oh. Yeah, the environment's really grabbing me. Planting, I like. I would have liked to see you tone down some of the brighter coloured trees a bit. And the bright yellows and the red. I love the dormants. This one, there's like that autumn elm that's like a lightish green. This hole looks stunning. I mean, lighting helps you, but the bunkers popping really nicely. Sculpting's great. This is the Hunter Green. I am all in on this. Oh, we got a grass bunker as well. That's fun. So is that fairway? It's a shame. No, obviously not fairway. So heavy rough or light rough? Light rough. That's a bit of a shame that you can't do heavy rough for the... I guess you would have wanted it to, but you don't want a brown... Well, you got one here. Mounds. Huh. I love that we've got a hole where generally I think you're going to want to play to the outside of the dog leg. We don't get enough of those. Yep, and cambering off it if not. Spine here is great. Do not want to be that side at all. And that works really well with the camber. A great pin for this hole. Oh no, I pushed it too far. Damn, thought this was going to be good. And this is the first of our greens within that little radius, so we should be able to see. Yep, 1, 2, and then the silly beerets there. I mean, this is great. Look at the amount of golf holes we can see around us. It's just using the land brilliantly. Big fan. Oops, wasn't paying attention. Ah, there goes our -1. Little benches are a really nice touch. The water looks great. Okay, what do we have here? I love the green site. I love the way the water's flowing. this sort of lazy river thing, you've done really nice. The planting's great. What is going on? He's really gone all out. This is going to be my screenshot for this course. I love this view. I love that we can see all the way down here. Openness, like little touches like the bridge just on its own and not cluttered. Are we bottle here? Not totally sure. Long hole. So again, like if you can hit tempo and if you can hit down this side, then you're really gaining an advantage. Go on, carry. Nope. Probably okay with that. I don't think that's that bad a miss. And sit down. Yeah, it is. It's really good, isn't it? I mean, I already feel that this is by a mile going to be the best kind of set of contest courses we have. It feels like we're saying that every contest, but we haven't seen a dud yet. And I know from blue certainly there's still some really good ones to come. I'm sure from red the same. Okay, now we get into undulations. This is where it's interesting. So the undulating fairway kind of feels it comes a little out of nowhere, but it does work with the land. It's just the previous few have been very much flattened. But then, knowing the stuff, it's an interesting one. This. I do think it works, but only I feel that because I know the type of course you do, where it's. Is it? Okay. Where it's often like they're happy to move land from elsewhere, and this could have been the hill they built up, or vice versa. I like it. I think it's a good change of pace. It does feel a little bit out of kilter with some of the others. That's not great. 191. Oh, well, at least we're light rough and definite punch bowl action. Fairway all the way up to the top feels a little off. I'd like your fairway about here, but I think that's purely visual preference rather than anything else. Huh. It is very weird. Fair enough. Hiya, Jamie. But I mean, you know I like a long punch bowl where it's like tough, but the green is just going to allow you to save par from. I'm not going to say pretty much anywhere because I've put myself in complete death here, but like not far off. And that's just going to funnel off the front. And we're going over par. Which is much better than the 6 over I was on Syndra's course. Played that abysmally. I mean, I think you do not understand Joe's design style if you think this is 8 spline points. There will be a million spline points per hole. Ooh. Okay, love this hole. What one is this? This must be a Huntercombe, no, Meadowbrook hole, because I don't recognise it from Huntercombe, but it's definitely got those those sorts of features. Not a template, and yet really cool green. It's an Eden without the back bunker. Huh. I guess I see it. Just doesn't feel like it's coming that front to back on here. 2, 2, 2, 1. I thought this would be a bit more. Okay, totally not what we're trying for. Still, we've got an angle. It's okay. Oh no, I'm all for it. Like, the more sections works really well, and the little spine at the back is great. I think for the length of hole it fits nicely. Stops using a putter. Great so far. I mean, this is just really enjoyable. Lion's Mouth is good. Okay. It says so much about me that that one green bead is really triggering me. I just want it to flow that way. Okay, so, well, we've got to be up here somewhere. We're dead if we're not. It is only light rough off the side, so I don't really have a problem going with driver. Oh, I mean, didn't expect that kind of a fast. And we're in heavy rough. Great work, Ben. Still, we've got an angle. Well, not sure this is going to end up well. Oh, I hit slow. Excellent. Yeah, it's going to be a long day of playthroughs, this. I don't know. I'll probably do one more after this. Just do not play this game very often at the moment, like, other than designing. Good hole. I think that'll be one where I need to see other pin positions, but I reckon I can guess where you got them. Huh. I know they do fit, but the lake feels... There's something about this one that feels off to me, and I'm not sure what it is. It's a good hole. So we've got, what, Maiden? Maiden with the hell of a swell in the front. I feel like it's the water edge or just the big lake coming in suddenly, or I don't know. I'd almost like maybe a tree somewhere here, or a clump of trees here would do a world of good. I'm going to need to think on this. There's something that's bothering me and I'm not sure what it is. Interesting that we've gone heavy rough here but light rough there and not wrapped the bunker. But I'm okay with that. Silly little thing. I love the understated tee boxes with just clean sculpting around them. I think it works really well. Oh, I do not want to be short on this one. And we're going to be short on this one. This is, I figure, not going to be a nice shot. Oh no, that's alright. I think it's a good hole. Visually there's something troubling me on that, and I'm not going to work that out for a while, I don't think. Oh. Okay, I love this little bunker in front. So, if we're hitting down to here, then we're putting ourselves dead behind the bunker, so we want to be hugging as close to this line as we can, and that's going to be tricky. Oh, and we can maybe carry. Let's just give it a go. I'm convinced I'm... oh, shit. I was going to say, convinced I'm playing this wrong. Let's maybe go all the way through the other side and... no, no angle there. With wind you can carry. Yeah, just not the way I'm playing it. I'm getting a ton of these fasts. Oh, please get off the green. Thank you. Yeah, I needed one more club. This hole has been hacking around again. It's a shame because I think this is a really good hole and I haven't shown off any of it. The angles are great. Really like the green. You got some tight landing zones on this course. Strong front nine. Let's go to the back. Oh yeah, what were our required elements that we were looking at? I believe it was the par 3s, the short course, the template was the 8th. Oh shit, what was the 8th? Which one was 8? Oh, okay. That par 3 I wasn't sure on. Maiden. Yeah, I like the hole, but okay, this must be a null. Yes, yes it is. And so this is classic Joe Golfer G trying to get us to play a pitch from a very downhill position into an uphill hole. I know that one. The par 3 I hated. I didn't hate it. Just visually something a little off and I'm not sure what it was. Oh, we got a perfect. Oh, why can I not play this game? What difficulty did you envisage this as? I don't think it's like my gut would be this would play really well on kinetic or elite, and could even be really good on CC. Maybe a little tough for CC. Ah, short Biarritz. Actually, really variable distance. I really like this. I mean, in this wind, obviously, it's a bastard because I would love to be just funneling it down towards, but that is not happening. Oh, and we get a slow, of course we do. Trying for a fast. Gone slow, use the little backstop. Tiny bit. I will take that. I mean, fair play for someone who every course creates a style of hole that I dislike, the Biarritz. I think you've done them so well recently. I've loved the last 3. Big fan of the sideways sloping green. Can recognise the next one. So it's a par 5 and I feel like I've got to take advantage. And again, hitting a slow. Completely gotten away with that, and I like the little bunker at the back. It's really cheeky. Oh, I don't. I'm not getting close to this pin. But as long as I don't miss left, I think I'm okay. Yeah, we're not missing left. It was a nice bounce. It was very, very friendly. Much better than we deserved. Hopefully that will funnel off the slope just a little bit. Beautiful. Yeah, got very lucky on the tee shot. Everything else was kind of as expected. Really like that hole. Oh, we do have a third par 5. So, Redan? Redan. I love that. That is just scary as hell. I'm a big fan of the front pin on a Redan. And Joe does these better than anybody. I feel like that might be too much. Yeah, I bet it did. I mean, this, you know what you're going to get with this. And yet, there's some subtlety there, because I wonder, have you got a pin around here? One there, one there. I would probably do one there, and then one back here. Thought you might. That's going to be a really fun pin, trying to work a fade into the slope. Good, I'm glad you put one there. Oh, nearly. I like this a lot. The reason I like it is because you've given us all the space in the world to lay up with to a full wedge, but just banking on the fact that people are not going to do that. And it's so tempting. I mean, these greens are really something. So much interest on them. I played it here. Yeah, I'm going to play it here. I feel like I'm probably okay just hitting down the middle of the fairway. Leave a full wedge in. Okay, you've given us a little bit of a sideways lie, but I'm alright with that. I think I've got the world of space to miss left because of where that slope is. Ah, forgot I was hitting a wedge. Look at these contours. Where are we going? I think those two cancel each other out. It's just the one I'm standing on. That's annoying. I thought I had that. Really good hole. Loved that 14th. Back nine's been quality. Really enjoyed the front as well. Ooh. Short, little thumbprint. I like the back-to-back short holes. That's really good. I like this one for just being understated. No, it's really good. Oh. No, I'm not used to them. And yet, I mean, I've seen you do them with, there was a bit on Ainsdale, but I'm not used to like this sort of crazy stuff, but also really well planned out. Okay, we're on the Cape. So, but again, the little spines and things are just, I feel like they're creating ways I can get close to the hole even if I'm out of position, which I really appreciate. Okay. I mean, I just don't want to end up in the rough. Stunning, look here. Nope. Slow rather than fast. Great. Heavy rough. Shit. Ooh. I could have sworn that was just going to bounce all the way down. I don't know what kind of bounce I managed to get off that. Feels like that one defied the laws of physics a little bit. have to say, I do not have a lot to nit. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Good. It's not just me. I don't have a lot to nitpick. I love the par 3 on par 5 here. Ah, yeah. I've been looking forward to this hole. Now I'm really hoping I get to play an approach on this, because it would suck to miss hitting this approach shot. No pressure, Ben. No pressure. Go on, bounce in. There we go. Thank you, Joe. I mean, this is just quality. Oh yeah, but I'm still going to. Really like the, like, subtle. I really like the little house popping up through there. Oh, I feel like that might be a... Oh, it needs to go a little bit. Shit, I thought that was good. That's okay. We can make an up and down from here. That's a shame. Um... Stupid, stupid game. And 18... Yeah, I don't love the little mounds, but I know why they're there. Hmm. And they'll be a bastard if you end up in them. Nobody loves it. Dylan does, I think. I feel like he's done a few before. Hmm. Ah. Oh, well, we found another bunker. That's fine. Go on, funnel down the slope. Do me a I really don't feel like this course is that difficult, and I've shot so badly on it. Oh well. Hey, you made a putt. Okay, this one's going to be a pretty easy one to sum up. I just think it's great, and it's not only that, like, it's a Joe course that I think is going to get better the more I play it. I can see how, if I have your sort of style tends to be, the pins are like, what I think you do really, really well is have a hole playing in a specific way, and the 4 pins don't really change that. It's just like accenting it slightly differently. I feel like with this course, the 4 pin sets are really going to change how it plays because of the amount of internal contouring. I think that lifts it. I thought there's very little I didn't like. The absolute stunner was it 4 and 5? I feel like 4 and 5 were great. Some of the crescendo on the back nine, that approach on 17 was really fun. There are some really tough approaches in there. 9 I thought was a tough hole. And immediately I can picture a lot of those holes in my mind. I thought your Biarritz and your Redan were really well done as well. Big fan of those. Yeah, just a good, good golf course. Now, things that you don't normally do as well, I think you've really stepped up the planting. I thought just the course belonged in a way that often, like, the aesthetics are a bit, well, we know they're secondary for you. It's not what you enjoy doing as much. And yet this one really belonged. I thought the environment was great. I thought the textures really worked. I suspect that some other judges might ding you for the bunkers not being totally wrapped with heavy rough or whatever. I can see why, but I'm okay with it. I'm sure there's a reason. If I were to delve deeply enough into Meadowbrook or Huntercombe. Speaking of Huntercombe, I thought your third hole was really fun. That green's great. Just the internal contours is what really grabbed me on this one. There are a couple of holes that leapt out as a bit funky. The punch bowl, definitely. Was that 5? Which means there must have been 4. That was the one that I really loved. Was a bit I don't know. That one will require a couple more plays. I think it works really well strategically. It just felt a touch out with the others in terms of the amount of movement in the fairway. But again, I don't think that's me critiquing anything other than like that's what you were going for, the usual. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, your little off-course stuff was really cool as well. Of the required elements you were going for, those 4 greens within 200 yards, you absolutely nailed them. Your 8th, that par 3, something was troubling me with the aesthetics, obviously, but I thought as a whole it played really well. In fact, all of your par 3s played really well. If you submitted all 5 of those as a required element, that would be a real strength. And yeah, as a short course, that plays tough. And tough but interesting. Even though the scorecard might not look like it's particularly interesting, I had a hell of a lot of fun. So yeah, huge thanks. That's a lot of fun. Springfield. Right, I'm going to cut the stream and I'm going to do one more. Oh, buddy, it was an absolute pleasure. I'm going to do one more. I'm not sure which. I'll just look down the thread and see what I haven't done.